right, guys, I've got Paul Moore here, and he went and seen a good friend of ours who got the exclusive interview from Muscle Republic, Vic. We weren't happy about that, Paul, not with you, but with what Vic done. I'm only joking. Vic's an amazing bloke. We really like him. And he's supporting Muscle Republic. Vic, if you get sales from this, make sure you send some money our way. Anyway, Paul, we looked at that article, mate, and obviously we've seen your transition here. And obviously you lost 40 kilos before you made it to Titan Fitness. You've lost a further 30 kilos. You've been doing our boot camps.
Yeah.
From our boot camps, you've decided obviously to go further and do our challenges, and you've signed up for all 7. And what I want to say is, Paul, I commend you for doing that. And I'll tell you why. Last year, I wasn't as involved in the challenges, and the last challenge last year I started getting really involved with every individual.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what their pain points were. I wanted to see why they had those habits. Training's hard. Not a lot of people like training.
Yeah.
It's foreign to a lot of people. So it's normal that it's not a habit for them to train. And I say this to a lot of people. I've grown in the fitness industry for 20 years. Training I used to love. I don't love as much. I love the feeling it gives me.
Yeah, afterwards.
So when I feel good, I can do a lot of things better. And what I love about you is, and this is so true with everyone, you associated the pain that you got from that post.
Yeah.
At that moment, you masked it, right? But then you realised that's not the solution.
Exactly.
You lost the 40 kilos, you came to Titan Fitness. Tell me, at that point where that photo went up, what was going through your mind?
It was just, I couldn't actually believe that photo went up and people were saying all them things, and then like I just felt so worthless. I just felt like there was no way out, so I was like drinking, partying loads, like just so depressed, self-harming, all that, and I never thought like that I could get out of it.
Yeah.
And it went on for about 8 to 10 months, and then one day it was like a light bulb switched off in my head, and I was like, do you know what, Paul, you're better than this. You're worth so much more than this. And then from there on it just changed. And like I never thought I'd like fitness, or even I used to look at people in the gym all the time like, oh, they have no lives, like they can't be enjoying that. But it was me who wasn't enjoying myself.
Yeah.
And now like it's the best thing in the world. I just qualified like as group fitness like last month, and now I'm really qualified as PT. It's like I can't even believe it's all after happening.
Can you believe how many people you've inspired? Like my
mad,
whole team's inspired by your story, right? I'm inspired by your story. Did you think at that time when you were going through that transition that you'd be helping people?
No, never in a million years. In my head, like I always thought I would just fail at it. Like I thought like, oh, I'll lose a few kilos and just stop and put it back on, but this time is different. I was just like, no, I can do this. Like, and I just, if you start believing yourself, you can actually can.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like the sky's the limit. I can do whatever I want. It's so good, like.
It's funny you say that because you've already proven that, right? So you use that same reinforcement, and you use those same habits that you now have to now do anything you need in life. Do you feel like that now?
Oh, big time. Like, you know what, before, like I would never in a million years think I could do it, but now I'm like, give me a challenge, I'll do it straight away. Why not? Why can't I do it? Of course I can.
And before that, when you put that weight on, what kind of a lifestyle and environment were you living in?
It was just like I was in like kind of with the wrong crowd. I lived in Spain for like 3 years, just partying like 7 nights a week, like going crazy. And I always thought I was the one who was living the dream and thinking of like other people in gyms and that didn't go out all the time, like, oh, they're so boring. But it was me who was the one in a bad place, and I just didn't realise it at the time.
Yeah.
Until I came out of it.
Yeah. And now doing these challenges, you've seen the support, you've seen the Facebook group. What made you do all 7?
I just think like obviously that I want to do it as a career, so I think for me like you never know everything, so it's just learning. And I love like the boot camps, and I love motivating other people in the class as well that are new to it. And I just think like it's just they're brilliant, like in the girls, Jazz and Jenna, like they're so good as well, like and it's just brilliant.
And look, the biggest thing with the challenges, we're going to continue to make them better, we're going to continue to make them more interactive. But what we're going to do is obviously do videos like this, like we've done with you. And what I'm going to be able to do going further, every week when we do the podcast, I talk about people's stories and how they relate to everything in life. Then I relate those stories back to our story here at Titan Fitness. And really the core story is no different to what your story is, what we had to get through to get to this point. And really the essence of Titan Fitness is, and why our challenges are the best, is because we're getting the whole team invested in this next one. Like every staff member, not just 2. Every single one has to know every single person. I believe that service and value trumps everything. We're going to make sure this next challenge, the service is way beyond the last one. So when people say, oh, why should I do the 7? mate, we haven't even tipped.
Exactly.
We're not even at the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to give. And you know, you're moving into the fitness industry. The biggest thing you can give anyone is more value than your competitor,
Yeah.
more service, and people will keep coming back. And what you've done for Titan Fitness is you're serving back and giving back to those that are within that ecosystem and within that environment in the challenge. And that must make you feel really good.
It just feels really good. Like I never once, when I came here first, like a year and a half ago, I was never felt intimidated by any staff or even up on the floor there. And like sometimes I'm a really anxious person, but I never felt that here. And like even Mary and Sinead, they're all just brilliant from the minute you come in the door. And like everyone's helping each other all the time. So it's so good. Like.
And let me ask you a question. Before you came to Titan Fitness, were you anywhere else before that?
No.
This was
Even
the first
like
one.
back home, like when I tried to go to gyms, I just always felt like everyone was staring at me, and I just never had that confidence.
So you've
to
had
go.
the perfect start then.
So it was good. There you go.
Yeah,
man.
here at Titan Fitness. Any final words that you'd like to say to the people out there that are thinking of doing a challenge or on the path of trying to lose weight? What advice would you give them?
I just think like I was speaking to a few people in this challenge of the past, and like they were nervous coming into it just in case people were looking at them or they weren't doing the exercise right. But it's so friendly, like everyone's there. You can ask anyone in the challenge for help or anything like that. And even every aspect in life, I just think like just go for it if you want to do it. It's only yourself that stops yourself really, isn't it? So just like keep going, smash it.
Amazing. You're going to hear a few stories at the seminar tonight. I'm going to tell you a few stories about the start of Titan Fitness and what we had to go through. I'm also going to talk about what I do with the team and the new culture I'm trying to bring in. Like people go, oh, your service is good. I don't believe it's good. I never believe our service is good. I always go, how can it be better?
Yeah, and that's a good way to be.
And tomorrow the team's going to get to see, and I'm going to video the vision to the whole team so they can feel like they want it more. And then you're going to see the service lift again. And that's why the challenges, I'm telling you now, they're going to get heaps better. Like they're going to get that
and
much
it's good,
better.
they're all so different as well. So like,
yeah,
it's just
100%,
amazing. I just feel
100%.
like, why wouldn't you do them if you're a part of this gym anyway?
You know what it is too? Like, you know, I said to you, it's the environment, right? I'm trying to create the perfect environment for people to get better in every part of their lives. Every part of their lives. Friends, family, everything. You know what I mean? And if you don't have family, and there's a lot of dysfunctional families out there, Titan Fitness is a place where you can come to get that.
Exactly, like it's so good. Like even like a lot of people are saying they miss already, even though it's only finished like a week, they missed that weekly boot camp already and things like that. I think people just come here as well to meet people and to train with
100%.
people, so it's amazing.
100%. Meeting people and getting to know people within communities that you want to be part of, I think is one of the biggest things that keeps us going each and every day. We need that interaction. We need to be able to communicate with people that are like-minded, and it makes a massive difference to how we feel in everything that we do. You're a champion, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
I hope this was better than Muscle Republics.
I was. There
Can
you
you
go.
say that to Vic?
This is face to face anyway, so it's better.
Vic, there you go. You heard it first, mate. Over and out.
There you go.